Greetings, everyone! Today we are starting another Mega Man game. Prepare yourselves for nostalgia. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And of course, we see Wily here in his trademark pose. It is the year 20XX, and the world breathes a collective sigh of relief now that Mega Man has once again put an end to Dr. Wily's plans for world domination. But then, what happened? Robots started going wild all over the world. Could this be Dr. Wily up to his old tricks? Well, I wouldn't be surprised. Dr. Light's laboratory. Like the music so far. Oh, hi, Chun-Li. Dr. Light, it's your robots! You're right! Those are the robots I created! Ladies and gentlemen, this is not my doing! These robots are Dr. Light's creations! This proves that he's had evil designs on the world all this time. It's time I turn my efforts to world domination. Why don't you join me, Dr. Wily? I can't join you. I've changed my evil ways. You need to stop this nonsense. I, Dr. Wily, have created my own robots to stop Dr. Light, but only your donations can help me complete them. Once my robots are finished, they will save the world. Oh boy, he's starting his own Kickstarter. We've got another call. The phone is ringing. Off the hook. People are calling Dr. Light to complain. What should we do? For starters, I'm going to do something about it. Those robots. Man, this text is too slow. Thanks, Mega Man. Be careful out there. You haven't done this in a while. No kidding, Dr. Light. Alright, folks. So yeah, welcome to Mega Man 9. And, well, obviously I'm playing this on the Xbox version. I'm playing the Xbox 360 version. And yeah, this is actually a multi-platforming game. It was released on the Wii, the Xbox 360, and the PlayStation 3 in 2008. And look at all this so far. This certainly brings back memories. It's certainly nostalgic so far. And we see here we have 8 Robot Masters again, but they all belong to Dr. Light. So, who's first on our list? Well, this one right here. Hornet Man! And folks, we have gone back to good old 8-bit. After 16-bit, after 32-bit, it's time to go back to that good old 8-bit from the classic NES days. And so far, I love it. I love it so far. And, I mean, Mega Man sprites back to 8-bit. The power-ups, the capsules are back to 8-bit. The enemies are 8-bit. And, boy, you can feel the nostalgia rush flowing. It's fantastic. Alright, so, first of all, let's talk about this new Robot Master we are fighting here. Alright. Hornet Man was designed to manage a flower park. It was his job to pollinate the flowers using his vast knowledge of flowers from around the world, and he loves gardening. He attacks by releasing robot hornets from the honeycomb in his chest. Okay, so basically Dr. Light designed him as a gardener. That's nice. But still, would you really believe that Dr. Light, the guy who wanted peace for humanity and robots, who in the future would design X, become a mastermind of would have his schemes on world domination? Seriously? But beforehand, I hate this mini boss right here. I hate this thing. First of all, this flower thing keeps popping up on platforms that are really difficult to get to. Not to mention there's this pedal thing orbiting around, and not to mention the spikes. Insta-kill spikes, I hate you. Oh, and yeah, folks, I died to this guy, so many times. But I have gathered enough bolts in the process to buy me some E-Tanks. Yes, E-Tanks are back, thank God. After having a couple of games without them, it's so satisfying to have them back in my inventory. I mean, there are a lot of things going for this game that make me, well, it's definitely among my top 5, that's for sure. Alright, now these things right here, you can shoot them outward to extend the platform, but you gotta be careful as they recoil. It will close up on Mega Man for a brief bit, like all the way inward before it lengthens a little bit to its starting position. So you gotta be careful with these things. Not to mention there are these gardening scissors everywhere. Ugh. And plants that shoot flower missiles and... wow. The strange thing... The strange robots in this game, folks. The strange robots. Alright, now here's the thing about the nostalgia feeling. It can be both good and bad. Good that I like the feeling, I like the look of this game so far. Bad that, well, depending on your point of view, that they actually toned Mega Man down a bit. They actually gave him his Mega Man 2 stats. That means he no longer has the slide ability, and he no longer has the charge shot. And it's supposed to make the game a bit more challenging, as it were, make the player rely on using the weapons that Mega Man gets from the Robot Masters. And I can see that, but at the same time, I miss the slide. I miss the charge shot. But, I mean, it would have helped in certain situations if Mega Man had the slide ability, but, yeah, alas. Ugh, I hate these things. And of course, just like in the old NES days, there's usually a big hopping robot right in front of the boss store, and oh goody, respawning enemies. How I missed you. And of course, there's a nice convenient one-up right there in case you, well, die. It's like, ugh, I don't want to die just yet. I just want to make it to at least in here. Ugh. Woo, thank you. Woo. And of course, I'm not going to survive this encounter. Even though I do have an E-Take on hand, I still have some lives to spare. And I usually use those to ascertain the boss's pattern, and then I die. And then well, on the rematch, I will essentially, well, take him down. So basically, Hornet Man's pattern is that he just moves around, produces his Hornets, and that's it. I mean, there's a lot of jumping involved, there's a lot of, careful dodging involved, but overall he's not too bad. And of course I'm failing miserably at this, but again, I still have an E-Take in possession, which I'm going to use right now, because I'm taking no chances against this guy. And as you can see, there are other things in Mega Man's inventory that, well, I'll talk about a little later. Now, how did I get those E-Tanks, folks? Well, it turns out that the shot mechanic is back, and just like in the previous games... Oh, and I got an achievement, too. That's, interesting. As in previous games, though, there is a shop, and to get items, you have to farm for bolts. So, yeah, they brought back that mechanic because, well, people liked it. I liked farming for bolts and buying things because it makes this game a lot more fun and easy for me. And we get Hornet Chaser, which means now we command the bees. And that is awesome. And it's actually one of the more useful items in the game. So, yeah. And also, this game has a save feature because, well, passwords are a thing of the past. I mean, I'm grateful for having the ability to save my game whenever I want. But at the same time, when you save a game, you kind of don't want to, in a way, because... You know how sometimes you like a certain boss fight and want to do it all over again? You know that kind of feeling, so, whatever. Cutscene. Oh no! The police have... taking Dr. Light away. Dr. Light would never try to take over the world. This is definitely Wily's doing. No duh. I think we all know it's Wily, we just can't prove it yet. Without a doubt. Don't worry, I'll clear Dr. Light's name. Alright, so let's do so. Let's do it by killing more Robot Masters. So our next victim here is this one. The first and only female Robot Master in the series, Splash Woman. And I do have to say, I love her stage theme. I love her stage theme to death. It's probably one of my favorite ones in the entire game. Alright, let's talk about our only female Robot Master, shall we? Alright. She is a Robot Master that was designed to rescue victims of sinking ships and beach accidents. She is fond of karaoke bars, so she can show off her singing voice. Splash Woman attacks by singing to call fish and using her weapon, the laser trident. Alright, now it's time for a little bit of a development history, folks. Turns out that Splash Woman was originally a man, and he was called Ocean Man. But it turns out, this is also related to Hornet Man. Hornet Man was originally a female Robot Master called Honey Woman. So, yeah, they were once switched genders, and that's kind of weird. So, what prompted the change, you may ask? Well, it was actually Keiji Inafune's idea to make a female Robot Master that was a mermaid. So, yeah, that pretty much led to the eventual development of Splash Woman. And as a result, they had to redesign Honey Woman until she became, well, a he and became Hornet Man. Now, here's the thing. Why can't we have both Honey Woman and Splash Woman, two female Robot Masters in the game? It would make this game a bit more interesting, in my opinion, but, yeah. And something I forgot to point out is, you know Dr. Wily's Swiss bank account? That's actually the day the first Mega Man game was released ever. And yeah, if you just take a good old close look, it was, let's see, 12/17/1987. The day the first Mega Man was released, so yeah. And this is so totally Wave Man's gimmick right here, riding the bubbles upward. A little bit different, but it's still pretty much the basic idea. Of course, I could have used Hornet Chaser to snag that bolt right there. Yeah, one of the great things about Hornet Chaser is you can use the Hornets, not bees, I can't believe I said bees, Hornets to snag items that are far away or, yeah, so they're pretty much your little minions to command, and minions that can grab stuff for you. Oh yeah, this is an interesting gimmick right here. Apparently there are these floating discs that are powered by water, and as soon as the water goes out, they disappear. But there's an infinite supply, so you can, well, attempt platforming upward to the ladder. Now this one is not too bad, it's more of a tutorial, as it were. The next two, however, oh boy, we have spikes. Why am I not surprised? See, with these platforms, it's all about timing. Knowing when to jump and when not to jump. And yeah, sometimes I would stand here for a little while, make sure I get the pattern down, and then jump. Because one wrong step and, well, you fall down to the spikes and ouch. I always hate spikes in a video game. See? Ah! Okay, let's do this right now. Careful, careful. Come on, I'm being patient right here. I'm taking my sweet time. Don't want to rush things, even though I should be moving on. There we go. And we have one more of these, except there are now spikes, well, two of them, right above Mega Man. Again, it's just a matter of recognizing what the pattern is and then just going for it. And that's it for that section. We're actually almost done. We're just, whew. Yeah, one of the things I like about Mega Man 9 is that the levels are, well, short again. I mean, remember in my playthroughs of Mega Man's 8, Mega Man and Base, and I think Mega Man 7 had this as well, the levels were a bit long, as it were. Too long, in my opinion. Thank God they're scaled back. And, yeah. And of course, Splash Woman's weakness is the Hornet Chaser because, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, Splash Woman will summon her fish minions, and she will use her laser trident and try to hit Mega Man with the trident, so, yeah. You can dodge those easily. You can just spam good old Hornet Chaser until she dies. Like so. You know, since Splash Woman's a fan of karaoke, I can just imagine her and Gutsman out on the town one night doing a duet or something. Well, it makes sense since they're both programmed by Dr. Light, and Dr. Light is a music fan, I'm guessing. Alright, but now Mega Man gets his hands on the laser trident. And folks, it's also a great weapon to have. In fact, a lot of these weapons in this game are great to have. And so, it's always exciting. And always make sure to save your progress, unless you're just, well, you're that crazy. Anyway, folks, I will see you in part 2. Bye now.